Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear brother and sister in Islam and mankind, Ramadan is coming, the month of Rahmah, the month of forgiveness, the month of purification from hellfire, the month to show Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala the best of us, the month of worship, the month of getting closer to Allah. But is the month of Ramadan and the worshipping in Ramadan just to make sujood and fasting and umrah and taraweeh and reading Quran? Did we even think why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala want us to read Quran in Ramadan and why He want us to do taraweeh? Because Salatul Taraweeh, to listen to Quran, to maybe some of the messages of Quran I forget, it will be a reminder to me. Ramadan is the month I can say, oh Allah, I want to carry the message, Ya Allah. I want to be a role model. Somebody asked me, how I can be a role model in a very tight environment like colleges and university and work arena in a non-Muslim land, which the majority of Muslims today living in a non-Muslim land. You know, but believe it or not, we have a lot. We have a lot we can do. Only if our heart and niyyah is straight. Our weakness is us, and our strength is us if we belong to Allah. You belong to dunya, you worry about the future, you worry about the professor, you worry about the job, you worry about husband and wife, you worry about any worry is a weakness, is a lack of iman. You not belong to Allah. But look at the opposite. You remember Allah, you're thanking Allah, you have tawakkul ala Allah, you rely on Allah, you have certainty of faith in Allah, you have yaqeen, you're content, you're happy. This by itself, power. And when you go to job, when you go to university, set intention. Oh Allah, I'm not going for the job. I'm not going to finish the degree. I am going to be a role model, Ya Allah. Oh Allah, put barakah and nur and qabool. Make me, Ya Allah, a role model. Make them look at me and said, I want to be like you. Be on time, be clean, be neat, don't lie. Keep your word, help other, Muslim or non-Muslim. Don't argue. Don't have bad manner. Don't raise your voice. Don't stand in the road talking to somebody and people won't pass by. Don't block an area because you want to talk to your friend. Be vigilant about your habit and manner. Our strength in our niyyah. Our strength in our ikhlas. Our strength with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Imagine you go to your work, you go to university, and you are for sabilillah. Wallahi, I swear by Allah, my brother and sister in Islam. May Allah forgive me, I wish not to share it with you. I used to go as a guest speaker in one university in New York City called City College. I used to go to a lot of them. But I will give you an incident. When I was going to the elevator and I dress with an Arabic dress, white jilbab, and even during this time I have a turban, and one professor ran and stopped the elevator. And she go with me in the elevator. She said, by the way, I'm not coming to ride with you. I'm coming because I want to talk to you. I said, why? She said, I'm watching you. You're coming twice a week. And sometimes you're coming almost sometime one day after another. And I looked to your thawb, I looked to your jilbab, I looked to your dress. It's so white, it's so clean. But I look closer, it's the same one. There's not another one. I said, you're right. She told me, how you keep it white and clean like that? I tell her, I wash it after I go, and by morning time, it will be dry. I earn it and I come. You see how simple it is? Allah bear witness, I'm going to give you another incident. A lot of this time, when I go to this college or university, sometimes I hardly sleep 1 hour or 2 hours. Do you know why? Because I'm preparing sandwiches. I'm preparing drink. I'm preparing sweet. Not for one. I prepared for the whole class. To the point, people used to ask, what do you have for today? To the point, the class next door, somebody come knock on the door. Said, Professor so-and-so ask you, please, can we come? Do you have extra food for us? We smell something nice from here. Generosity, kindness. Who's watching? Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. Did I go and do that for a show? Did I do that for anything except to be a role model? My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, just by manner and generosity and kindness and character and manner, this is who we are. This is our power, and most of all, our iman. Our iman, our closeness to Allah. By its way, niyyah, cleanliness, be on time, be vigilant about the way you behave. Don't worry about when some people attack you or attack Islam. Don't try to win. No, win the heart more than winning the conversation. Extremely important. This is very high wisdom if Allah opened for you. I have people who try to argue in a very, really honest to Allah, very stupid. But I can feel it. They really want to argue. I let it go, but in a nice manner, very nice manner and politely. You know what happened? The person who feel he win, later on I let him win by himself. I treat him very nice, and I address the issue in a nice manner later on. He ran after that, he tell me, listen, why you did that? You can argue with me. You can make me look so stupid. I can feel it. You have it. And later on, you explain it to me in a nice manner without make me look bad in the front of people. And he asked me. I explained to him. I win his heart. Later on, the same person become a Muslim. It is your niyyah, my brother and sister in Islam. Niyyah is power. And the ultimate niyyah you can have with the ultimate power you can get from Allah, if you said, Allah, bear witness, Ya Allah, I am walking, I am going to this place only for you, Ya Allah, to elevate your name, Ya Allah. Because one person teach me that when I was young. He said, messenger and prophets, they get the ultimate support, the ultimate protection from Allah. Why? Because he carries a message. Anyone try to imitate messenger and prophet, he will get the same. He will get the ultimate support, ultimate protection, and ultimate acceptance of dua from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. By this way, you can do a lot in the working arena, in a school, in university, and don't be shy to ask for a break to go for salah, but with good manner, ahead of time. Don't do it in a rude way. I've been in many odd situations, and when you ask people politely, they will help you and support you. Non-Muslim, but don't do it in a rude way. Do it with a manner. Not because you are weak, no. Because this is us. I remember Omar al-Mukhtar, rahmatullahi alayh, the leader of the Libyan revolution in the time of Italian occupation in the early 30 and 40. When they capture one of the enemy young men, he refused anybody to touch him. And they tell him, treat him very nicely. But a few weeks before or months before, the Italian capture young man from the Libyan, and they torture him, and later on they kill him. And they get to know the amount of torture, and he became killed by their own hand. What he said? He said a beautiful sentence. Always, I believe it all my life. When his followers said, let's do what they did, he said, no, they not our teacher. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, our teacher. Don't ever forget that. We have a teacher. His name is Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Look at him. When a man came to kill him, and the companion captured him, before he killed him, and he was tied, sitting in the sun. By the time Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam get to know what happened to him, do you know what he said? He said, did you make him sit in the sun or in the shade? They said, sun. He said, why you do that? Put him in the shade. And he went. And the first thing he said, get him some milk, some water. And he went and he make him drink by his own hand. Imagine you're going to feed and take care about your killer, the one who want to kill you. This is our teacher. He gave him some question and he asked him, I advise you, embrace Islam. He said no. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, cut his tie, let him free, and tell him, please don't do that. I am Rasulullah. That's it. He go. Half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours, I don't remember exactly. Some time later, he come and he embraced Islam. He said, why? Why when I tell you embrace Islam, you deny? And after I let you go free, you became a Muslim and you embraced Islam. He said, Ya Rasulullah, when you asked me to embrace Islam, I want, but my hand was tied. And I was afraid people will say, I embrace my Islam to just get free. But when you let me free, I won't do it for Sabilillah only. Later on, when they asked him what happened, he said, I came to kill a man who was full of hate. And I saw the rahmah, the mercy and kindness and generosity in his behavior toward me, the one who coming to kill him. I said, no, this man is a prophet. He did not deal with people according to them. You see, this is our teacher, my dear brothers and sisters in Islam. By the way, we can do a lot with niyyah, belong to Allah, set intention to be inviter to Allah, that elevate the name of Allah, spread the rahmah of Allah. Have a role model by your character, your manner, your cleanliness, your smell, your punctual in time, you name it. Be a role model. Be a role model in goodness. Be generous, be kind, and don't try to win a conversation or argue. Win the heart for sabilillah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us a role model, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us enter Ramadan and have rahmah over all mankind and rahmah in our brother and sister in Islam, and be an asset to spread the smile to the face of the people and children and the needy and widow. And remember, I wanted to read Project Smile and visit it to see what it means. Because you make people smile, you make a Muslim smile, Allah smile to you. And if Allah smiles to you, He will never put you in Jahannam. He will never put you in hellfire. May Allah make us among those who gain the pleasure of Allah, the rahmah of Allah, the smile of Allah. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us the keys of goodness, the lock of evils. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept us to be the ambassador of Islam, the inviter to Allah, the elevator of the name of Allah in earth, and the alleviation of the suffering of others, and spread the rahmah and guidance to mankind. Ameen, Ameen Ya Rabbil Alameen. Jazakum Allah kull khair. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make this Ramadan a month of rahmah and barakah and forgiveness and purification from hellfire to all of us, and make it a source of hidayah and victory to all the ummah, inshallah. Ameen, Ameen Ya Rabbil Alameen. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.